So guys, in this part we are going to work on our variables. But before that we need to a little bit arrange our hierarchy, because now it's a little bit mess and it can make us some problems. So for example, we want that all the click will have their own tag, and we want them to be in just one folder. So here I'm going to click and create a empty. I'm going to call it clickable and reset it. Here we just reset it. Then let's see what we have for making to click on that. We have the volley character, which is clickable. So let's bring it there. We have clickable hook, and we have exit door clickable, ROM road so clickable as well. Then we have this canon with rope and no rope. So is I think that's all our clickable. So valley character, which one was that? Let's see. Okay. So that was the character. We don't need to bring this one. This one belongs to there, near the Guybrush character. Instead, we need to bring the valley. So I'm going to rename it also valley clickable. So that is all our clickable. So now I'm going to make another one for a dialogue. So not there, actually. I need to delete this one, close it. Here I'm going to create a new empty object. So for the dialogue, I'm going to put this to Guybrush character there. I need to put this 3 as well. So that is for our dialogue. And also I want to make a flow chart container. I'm going to call it chart container. Let's reset it and put all these 3 charts there. So, and later we can add more clickable, like here, or the door, cannon, so bullet, or so some other stuff. But it is really important to put them all in one group, and the reason is because during the talking to Valley, I just noticed that we can get some bugs. I'm going to show you what kind of bugs we are going to get. As you see here, when I'm going to talk to Valley, here I can get access to this so road 2, or I can also talk to here to Valley again. So now, as you see, when I'm going to up here at this point, when I'm going to click on that, we will have 2 times our menu. See, we have this 2 times because we want to talk to Valley 2 times, and that's why from each one is appear 2 times. And even when we click again then we will have again so 2 times for other one, and we don't want that. And also another things that I found that we can cause us the problem is we can during the conversation to get some object there. I'm going to show you this one as well and how to fix this problem. So now I'm going to talk to Ali. So here, as you see, I can get the access to that. Hey, I think I can use it later, and we are going to take that object. If I'm going to click here, you see the object we took it, and because there we say after we take that, we stop the dialog, we can move, and that can cause some bugs, and we don't want that. So to fix these problems, let's go inside of our clickable. Here I'm going to tag. Here we are going to make a new tag. I'm going to call this tag so clickable as well. Now let's change all our clickable objects to be clickable. I need to actually do that for our items, so objects, and so here we need also to do the same clickable. Exit door also clickable. Here also clickable. And Valley also at child will be also clickable. Be sure that the child also have that one because we have the Box Collider in our child. And during the conversation and dialogue, we want to disable this Box Collider so that the player cannot interact with them. So now when we are going inside of our dialogue, so let's go back to our flowchart. Inside of our dialogue flowchart, so flowchart object, we talk flowchart here. Here I'm going to use set collider here, this one. Let's bring it up and target so target tag is our clickable and we want to disable it. When we should disable so enable again our colliders when we are going to exit the dialog. So here I think here it was the exit block. So now let's copy that one from here. I'm just going to copy that. And here I'm going to paste it, bring it up before we are going to exit the block. We want to enable it. So now let's see if it's work or not. So now I'm talking with Valley. As you see, I cannot get access to that route, and also the talking with the Valley is not also enabled. And we can now talk it. And here As soon as we are going to this one, and then we can enable it again. So, and we have all the items is also is available to get access to them. See, everything is work fine like before, and we can also again talk to Valley, but because here we don't have any other conversation, and we disable also the last one. So here hide if visited, then we cannot talk to him anymore. So and now we don't have that problems with that bugs that when we talk to them suddenly it's moving. And yesterday I asked myself how is it possible. It shouldn't become like that, and then I noticed that I can still interact with the objects. That's why it makes some problems. So now let's stop it. And because I don't want also to do that for all our objects or people that we want to talk, I'm going to cut this one, set active. Okay, not this one. That was, so we need to, so say I just tested something because I don't want to put that set collider in each conversation also or in talking, or so I prefer to put it inside of our exit block, so we don't need to do that. So let's, here I'm going to click on that, cut it and put it at exit block and bring it up. Before we are going out of our conversation, we want to enable all the colliders. So but now we need a variable to make it so that like Monkey Island, when he starts crying, we don't want to talk to him anymore, and we just say we don't want, and so I already talked enough to Valley and I don't want to talk to him anymore. Because right now if we are going to talk to him, still we are going to able to disable collider, I think. Let me show you. Here we are not able to get the collider. After the conversation is finished, we are able to get the collider, but now when I'm going to talk to him, we are unable to get collider again. That's why now we need some variable to say, okay, now I want to say I don't need to talk to him. So now let's stop it and let's here add your variable inside of your flowchart. We can add it here or here. I'm going to use the Boolean variable, name it talked. That means I already talked or talked finished, or yeah, something like that. So we need this variable, and now here I'm going to use a if, bring it up, so not else if. We need to use the if, fellow if, and bring it up. The name of the variable that we write was talked. We need to use it. So if we talked is true, and so it's false as long as we don't talk to Valley. So enable this talking, and then we need else. Here I'm going to also add another say. Let's put the Guybrush. And here I'm going to say, I don't need to talk to him anymore. And then we need to end the if statement. And after that, we need to just go to call the exit block. And also we need to set that variable. Right now we just make this variable if it's false, so do that. But if it's true, just let the Guybrush say I already talked enough to him. But how to set that variable to true or false? So we need to go back to here. Here we need to set this variable. I'm going to use the set variable. Use that plus and set variable. Which variable we want to set it true? That talked. And the data to be true. And I'm going to put it so above of our, before we are going out of our exit. So, and now before we are going to test it, we need also to do some changes here also as well. And that at what before I put it down, but so we need to put it up, because if we put it down directly, we are going to exit block and activate all the items again. And so we don't want that. That's why we need to put it there. And when our conversation is finished, just activate the items. So now let's test it if it's work. Hey, do you know how to get out of here? I'm Guybrush. Then we are, you see, we activate the second one. Then this one, this two is disabled. Can you open that door for me? I need to go. And here he's going to give his pistol to him. Then we coming to the next block here. We are going to talk. We are going to say, I want to become a, okay. 2 seconds, we are going to wait, get the items, and we are going to, so enable all the objects again. And here, then I'm going to click on Valley again. So I don't need to talk to him anymore. We are going to call here. And here, we just need to also set this collider again so that we don't get this one again. And as soon as we are going to click it, we are going out, and so we are done. So just let's copy that and paste it again here. Bring it so down as well. So each time that we are going to conversation, we want to put it there. So now it's activated. Going to talk to him. Unable to get access to items. And now so enable to act to get the items and clickables. So that's all for this part, and in the next part we're going to work more on our variables, and also maybe we can make our dialog system more complicated, like when we find an item, we can offer value to exchange for that, and so make a new conversation and such things. But for now, let's focus on our variables, and then we can also how to save the variables. So when the player get out of the game, nobody like to start from the beginning. So we need to save them and then load the variables, so the player start from where he finished the game. So see you guys now in the next video.